ready. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, say I'm going T20, but put it to the EGK. Be like living sense in hot.
When chicken say, so classic. Everything I know you to say. You and your friends, who got everything, but I want everything. Sometimes I think it's fun, I tell her to be positive. Come to my house, you eat and you drink. Go to money when you can't say never me. What did they say in the kind of nigga do? Can I be everything that I would do? No, just pass the better we can get you out. Not keep glass, no matter what you do. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything is something that we produce. Get on there, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend me, let them do the flip. I'm not different. When chicken say, so classic. I'm not different. When chicken say, so classic.
Good morning, folks. Good morning, wherever you're joining us this morning. We want to welcome you to another edition of the program from the Print News here on Freedom Communications, Freedom FM 87.9. And this morning, I'm here, hoping to join our Radio LRP partners. My name is Esther Darlene Daku, and together we're going to be talking about happenings in Liberia. As you know, today is Thursday. And of course, we like to talk about what's on your mind. So I don't know what it is that's on your mind this morning, that has been pending on your mind the entire week. We are back again to another Thursday edition of the program from the Print News. My name is Esther Darlene Daku, and together we are going to have a great time up to 12:30 this afternoon. And so what's on your mind? Let's begin with me, because I think I have a lot on my mind, and some of them are things we talk about, and yet we've not seen result. And I mean, this is the country we live in. We can only be hopeful. We can only be prayerful about some of these things because we don't know what's happening. Why is Liberia different from the rest of the other countries in the world? But it is what it is. This is where we find ourselves, and we must be able to navigate our way through it, be able to change the trajectory and all of that. But it's good to be here today. Hopefully, we're going to have Tunis to give us our weather report. And the main guest and Aliyu Masali are going to join us soon. But let's jump to what's on my mind. We've been talking about this border issue. This has been a topic, that we talk about every day. And then new happenings, people giving information. Some are not true, some are true. But again, we must not always rely on hearsay. There are people who will always want to cause panic in people. There are people who will always want to cause chaos, and all of that. We don't know what they can or they stand to benefit, but it is what it is. Some people don't benefit from it. It's just kind of their lifestyle. They always like to report negative things. But We all know what's happening at the Guinea and Liberia border, which we have talked about several times on this radio, to the fact that we have not heard the exact stand, that was taken during the meeting with the three presidents, our president, His Excellency Joseph Nima Boakai, you have Sierra Leone president and Guinean president. We don't know what the discussion was, what did they agree to, that made the guys to want to wait. They have gone back to their end, protecting their side of the border and all of that. We don't know what was discussed, even though some people want us to think that they have crossed back over to our border and all of that, but we must wait to get the right information. So we can be running with hearsay and all of that. So now this all boils down to the fact that I have been thinking a lot about this country, Liberia. I have thought about a lot of things, ranging from when Liberia was established, Liberia hand in most of the countries in West Africa gaining their independence and all of that. Some of you who I'm friends with on Facebook, you saw my post. I talked about the issue where Liberia is like a sibling to several other brothers and sisters around. Him or her being the oldest, helped raise the rest of the little brothers and sisters. You know how it's done in the homes. Most of you who are the firstborn of the family, most especially if you are a female child, you mostly learn a lot of things faster as compared to your younger siblings, because most often they will put most of the responsibilities on you. Most of the responsibilities is going to be on you, looking after your younger ones. That's one learning how to cook early, why it would take longer for the other ones behind you to get, to that level and all of that. So you are entrusted with a lot of things. So this is the case of Liberia and the rest of these countries around here, who Liberia went on the front line for, that the day they were free from colonial rules and all of that. So Liberia is like the oldest sibling in the family who helped raise her younger siblings. At the end of the day, did not take life serious. Went to want to get involved with a lot of things that were not important. At the end of the day, her younger siblings grew, decided to be great, decided to do a lot of things for themselves, decided to, be the head and do things that people will, be happy about, or citizens will be proud of. This is the case of Liberia. We have never been serious about anything in this country. And this is just the beginning of a lot of things that are going to happen in the world. Those of us who are religious people, there were a lot of things our books have taught us, a lot of things that will happen as the year progresses. But we're not here to talk about the Bible or the Quran. We're here to talk about the facts of what's happening in the world. It is clear to us already. How much are you paying for petroleum in your country? Gas and fuel prices, they have escalated because of the war that's happening out there. Even though our business people have put their feet into it, they want to inflict and all of that. But this is the country we find ourselves in. We're hoping that the Ministry of Commerce can come up with a mandate where if you have a gas station and you are saying that there's no gas when you have gas and you want to keep it just to escalate things and make things prices expensive, I think the Ministry of Commerce should take a serious stand on these kind of people. I do not want to call names, but a couple of gas stations I passed by this morning never had gas. They said they didn't have gas. That's what they said. How don't you have gas when we were told recently that we have enough in our reserve? So it is what it is. We have hope the Ministry of Commerce, you guys are out there. You got to do something about it. So it all boils down to what's happening in the world. And I think every country, it is every country's responsibility. You cannot be a sovereign nation and you cannot protect yourself against neighbors, against people who want to oppress you and all of that. It is a sad thing. When you go to social media, you look at people comments. I mean, make it make sense to us. We cannot both listen in as much as we are a signatory to this whole diplomacy thing, keeping peace and all of that. If you are in a certain position, certain people wouldn't just say something to you. It's almost about you as an individual. You live in a particular place and you want people to respect you, right? It is not about you telling them you need to respect me. It is about how you respect yourself as a person. It is about how you as a person carry yourself. That's how respect comes. It is not about demanding it. You do not demand respect. You earn it. This is the case of Liberia. We don't know what was agreed. We are still yet to know what was agreed because I am very concerned. This is my country. I am a young woman. I'm raising children. We don't want to be in a place where we're not sure what can be happening or what's not happening. Because if this country made a simple mistake by saying because we want to be on the side of peace, let's give the place to these people. Because at the end of the day, we caused this issue. We are the reason why this is happening. There are a lot of things we know. We're not going to say them on the radio here. But it is what it is. If we made a mistake and gave that place to those people, do you know what's going to happen? All around you, there's going to be issue. There's going to be issue everywhere. The border between Liberia and Guinea is not just in Lofa. There are several other border points to this country. And there's a possibility that they will be claiming our lands. So we hope that our president is doing the right thing. That's why we are going the diplomatic way. That's why we are going through dialogue and all of that. But we're not going to give up our rights. That's not what we want to do as a nation. And back to us. This is a warning to us. There are a lot of things we take for granted in this country. We feel that it's not important. But they are very important. The world is evolving. There are a lot of things happening in the world. Way back, our country economy was compared to Japan. Look at Japan today. Do you think you are the only country that fought war? Do you know how many years it's been that you still dwell on the fact that we fought 14 years of civil war? It has been long, and we need to move past that. You have had several years of peace, and we're still crawling. Only because we put people there who come with the mindset of enriching themselves. What can I get for myself? How can I lift my family up? How can I send my children to another country to go to school? Which is sad. The recent incident that happened in Ghana where we lost one of our citizens. Did you see most of the posts and comments from the Ghanaians? Did you see them? I did not make a single comment on any of those things because everything that they said, they were so right. They were right. That's one of the things we're lacking in this country. Constructive jealousy. We don't have it in our hearts. We will envy our friends. We will make sure that we bring them down to the ground. That's the kind of jealousy we have in our hearts in this country, which is sad. It is really sad. We see it every day on social media. People go to social media to bully their friends. Go look at their lives. Is it even better or is it even closer to that person they're bullying? So instead of us going the positive way, instead of us thinking about constructive competition, yeah, a few of us have that. We see the people of Nimba, they get involved in those kind of things, try to do what they can do to be up there and all of that. But we all, as Liberians, must do this. There have been a lot of insults to us. And all of these things are true. That's the better thing about it. They are true. These guys are not lying. We just want to sit back, lay back, and depend on jobs. And we keep saying this thing over and over. These jobs will not help us. They will not help us. I'm not saying you should resign from your job, but I'm telling you that you can still do that job and still have something else. Because at the end of the day, this is how you're going to live. You're only living to feed. You are not living. You are surviving. That's what we are doing in this country. We're not innovative. There are a lot of things to look at. We use our internet to just be strolling, looking at people, things, and passing. A few people in this country are trying to change the trajectory. Let us not bring them down because we see that they are going high. We envy what they have and want to surely fight to bring them down. That's not the way. It's about you looking at them, studying their strategies. How are they making it? These are the things we should be looking at. But again, this is the country we find ourselves in. I don't know how we got the mind that we have, that we just comfortable with the way we live, with the way we are. We are just comfortable with it, which is a very sad thing. How many young people out there really doing something? I mean, thinking about doing something, or they just they're saying, I don't have anything to do. I don't like to hear people say that because there are a lot of things to do. You do not even have to have a single cent. Father, you don't even need money to start a business. In this 2026 we're living, you don't need money. There are lots of ways you can start business. There are lots of ways. And we're gonna be talking about these things. Most especially on my platform, my personal platform. It is important. You're sitting at your house whole day. Somebody can pass in the car, you're looking at the person's car and saying, the car ain't even fancy. Well, you don't even have like, I mean, bicycle. You don't even have a bicycle. You're telling somebody that the car is not even fine. You're looking at what the person is wearing. You're sitting in front of your house. You don't even know you're eating the next day, but you're talking about another person. This is how we live in this country, and it is really sad. We need to change from that. In order for our country to grow, our mindsets have to grow. It isn't the country can't fly and grow on its own. You have to grow this country. You have to change what we have. Today we're not respected by these little countries around us. When I say little country, I mean we're older than them. We've been independent long before they even thought about independence. We went on the front line for them. At the end of the day, this is what it is. But that's what you get. It's just a simple life principle. This is not about any other thing. Even in your very homes, when you are the older one and you do not play the role of the older one, the younger ones will disrespect you. That's what it is. There are a lot of things we take for granted in this country, and we need to change from that. We really need to change from that. Ranging from our security sector, I mean, every part of our society, we need to rethink things. We need to redo things. This is the only way this country is going to lead from where it is to the next. But I'm not going to take all of your time. We have our Uncle Tunis. He's with us, and he's going to be giving us the weather report. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Lavira. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Your good friend Suleiman Hashim Tunis here this morning to give you the weather report from Staten Island, New York. First, before we get to the weather report, let me give you a gist of what's happening tomorrow. You know, we've been in the holy month, Ramadan. Today, the last day of the holy month. Tomorrow will be breaking. And I just want to let you know it's a joyful Islamic holiday marked by early morning prayer, wearing new and best clothes that you got on in your closet, and celebrating with family and community. Key activity include giving charity when you wake up in the morning before you go to the mosque. Or if you don't have anybody to give the charity to, you take it to the mosque. There's a set price on that charity, that particular one. You ask your mosque, they will tell you because it varies. It's depending on the community that you live in. It's not too much money. It's about $5 or $10 that you have to give it to. But you give it for everyone that depend on you in your household. Everyone, even the baby that was born tonight, before tomorrow, you have to pay that charity for it. We call it zakat. Okay, and so it's a very good day for tomorrow. Like when you wake up first in the morning, the first thing you need to do is wake up early morning. When you wake up, perform, shower, wear perfume, and eat a small breakfast. You can even eat a date or any sweet before attending the Eid prayer, before going to the mosque or wherever you're going to pray. Okay? Before all of this, the charity have to come first. If there's nobody in the around your area to give that charity to, you can do it to the mosque and give it to the imam or give it to the rightful place because there's always a box for you to put that charity in. Okay? Eid prayer, attend a special congregational prayer, often held at the local mosque or the community. Greet one another as Eid Mubarak. Tomorrow, starting from tomorrow now, is not anymore Happy Ramadan. It's Eid Mubarak. Blessed Eid, blessed festival. That will be exchanged by everyone, every Muslim tomorrow. That's the word tomorrow. That's the most word will be speaking. It will be spoken tomorrow from us. Even if you want to greet us tomorrow, the first thing you tell us Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. Okay, then you can go. You can host. Or attend family lunches, dinner, or tea party to share traditional dishes and sweets. You can do all of this tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day for we the Muslim. Very, very big day. But these are the things you need to remember to do tomorrow. So from Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital, we will always bring this tip for you. For those of you who do not know what to do tomorrow. And the celebration lasts for 3 days. It's a 1 to 3 day celebration. Okay, 1 to 3 days. In the Muslim world, they give almost 3 days holiday for this celebration. So remember, say you hear it from Freedom FM 87.9. Not every station will give you this detail. So be happy that you're getting it from us with Freedom FM family and crew member. We say happy Eid Mubarak in advance, starting from tonight, because the month finished. Don't say to anybody happy Ramadan tomorrow, because that's as usual. We Liberian, we quick on judging, thinking things the other way. Whatever suit us, that's what we say. When you say happy Ramadan tomorrow, you bring us back to the month, because the month that we fast in, that's the name of the month, Ramadan. And it's totally finished today. Today is the end. We are now going into another month called Shawwal. That's the name of it, Shawwal. So even when you want to tell us, say, if you forget Eid Mubarak, you can say happy Shawwal instead of happy Ramadan. Just like you leave June, then you get into July, and then somebody say happy June. That's why you'll be telling us tomorrow if you say happy Ramadan. We know exactly what you meant, so we will respond to you, thank you, because we don't want to give all kind of different things, because we know what you meant.
I think not every one of them know it, because I listened to one Muslim guy yesterday who said he was saying happy pre-Ramadan to one of his friends.
Because he doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't even say happy Ramadan then to say happy pre-Ramadan. You're going too far now.
Okay.
Not every Muslim know these details, my sister. Trust me. Even the Christian, not every one of them know the detail, what Christmas is all about, what Easter is about, what St. Patrick's Day is about. Not all of them.
Mhm.
You have to explain it to them. That's where it is. So, but thank you for Freedom FM crew for giving these tips out there. Tomorrow, be careful. Please bear with us tomorrow. It's a very happy. I know transportation going to be scarce tomorrow, because most transportation, the drivers in Liberia that are doing these commercial transportation, majority they are Muslim.
Well, I can say that it has changed since we got Keke running. It has changed a lot of
all right.
involved
Thank
with
God.
the transportation now. Yeah.
Okay, thank God for that. But almost 50% could be Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your tip. Tonight again, on our sister show, the Nighttime Spin, What's on Your Mind? We will try to repeat this to you. So if you missed it this morning, definitely follow us tonight on the Nighttime Spin with myself and Wendell, and then we'll repeat it to you. But for now, the weather reports say mostly cloudy in the Monrovia area. It's cloudy right now, and you're going to get a lot of sun today. Uh, Chances of rain is only 20%. It may not even rain. Only thing you lack of right now, you shut off is the wind. You only got 4 mile per hour wind. So right now you're not feeling a breeze like it's supposed to be. It's not windy, and the wind is sitting. It's like it's not even no wind. Humidity is about 68%. It's a little bit high, but thank God it's lower than yesterday. Okay, let's go to Friday, which is tomorrow, our prayer day. Let's see what the prayer day is going to look like. Our breakfast day is going to be okay, just 40% rain, but it's not in the morning because the morning is very clean in the morning hour from up to 12 o'clock. You're going to see a lot of sun tomorrow in the morning hour. And the wind going to be 7 miles per hour. Humidity is higher. It's about 75%. So tomorrow we're going to go, let's see when the rain might come in. The rain, if it's going to rain, it might be a little bit after 1, 2, 3 o'clock in that period. So it's not going to disturb no prayer. You can pray outside, either on the field or in the open. Okay? So Saturday will be almost the same as today. It's going to be a lot of sunshine, going to be mostly sunny. The humidity going to be as the same as today. I mean, yes, Friday, which will be 70 something, 75. And the wind going to be a little bit higher. It's 10 miles per hour on Saturday. Okay, Sunday, 20% chances of rain, 9 miles per hour wind, and humidity is 69. The only thing you worry about is the humidity. It's a little bit, it's up there, it's more than 50, it's even above 60. So I know that's going to be the problem. But otherwise, you got a very nice weekend coming up. Let me say thank you again for you guys listening and take it in. This is you get it from Freedom FM, the weather report. Esther, thank you, and back to you.
Thank you. I don't know what are you have anything on your mind, because I'm about to take to start taking calls so we can hear from.
Okay. I sent a link to he's not out there, right?
No, he's not.
Okay. I mean, nothing really on my mind to say besides the happiness I got because we're being restricted for 1 whole month, and today, thank God, today the last day, and 90% of the Muslims will pray tomorrow. I know some people try to pray today, but there are only few people going to be praying today. But tomorrow, officially, even Saudi Arabia and Morocco and Turkey, most of the Middle East country will pray tomorrow. And in America here, in New York City and the environment, they'll pray tomorrow. So that's what makes me really happy, and that's what on my mind. And I'll say Eid Mubarak in advance to my Muslim brothers, to the entire world, and Mama Liberia. We pray in this our period of praying, even though we're going to leave the land go for 40 days. So we finish and they will continue. So there are a lot of prayers still in the air there for Liberia. I think our prayer was the one that even eased up the tension at the border, Lufa, Liberia, and Guinea. So there's a lot of prayer out there for Mama Liberia. We are already suffering, not really suffering, but things are very hard for now. And then we can't afford to get into conflict with another country. So we pray that everything be resolved and we come back to normality. Again, that's what's on my mind for now. We can take the calls, and during the call, probably we can, because we got enough time, we can jump in between and see or respond to some of the calls.
Thank you. So let's go to the telephone lines. I think you guys already hear what I had on my mind. I took a lot of time to do that talking, and I want to alert you the time so that we cannot take all of the time to ourselves. Call us on 0776-104-104, 0886-500-104. Those are the numbers you can call us on and be a part of the show. Those of you following us from the diaspora, you can call us on +231-865-00104. I think we've been joined by Gus. So I'm sorry, just before we take your calls, let's welcome in Gus and hear what's on his mind quickly. Go ahead, Gus. You're welcome to the show.
And before Gus come in, sorry about that, Gus. If you can please tell they are listening, if you have any question about tomorrow, Eid Mubarak Day, feel free to ask that question. I'm here. I will answer it for you. We are here, Freedom FM. That's our duty. So feel free. Anyone have any question, feel free to ask. Back to you, Gus. Good evening. Good morning, Gus.
Good evening. My man, you don't have your fast this morning? What kind of problem with you? Jesus. You got one day and you're acting like you're not die. That might be better. I can get half time. What you would do to me? Nothing. But no. So I missed it. So I'm guessing tomorrow is Eid Mubarak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, congratulations in advance to all of our brothers and sisters that
Thank you.
Still one day. Don't mess up. You still gotta finish your day.
On 29, we go 29 days. We mess up at it one day now.
No, but you know there's some people that now. You know how it is.
But you know, Gus, one thing that shocked me in Liberia during the fast month, the club can be empty. But soon the fast month finish, the club will be filled with people.
Man, don't tell the people problem, man. Well, when we say Liberia secular, the people can't get it. We secular. But what's on my mind, honestly, the government needs to take some serious action on the borders. And here's what I say: serious action. Part of diplomacy is you're gonna have to have a stand that forces the other person to have to come to the table. One of the actions I think they have to take is shut down the border. Okay, because when they shut down the border, citizens from Liberia that needs to transact in Guinea and Guinea that needs to transact in Liberia, we have to put pressure on each government to have to do something. I think the government really needs to do this. If Guinea is going to flex muscles on military, we don't have the military right now. But we have the power to shut down the border and say nobody's coming in, nobody's going out. And let's do that for a while. And let's make the citizens put the pressure on the Guineans and the citizens put the pressure on the Liberians. And then they'll have to get on the table because I think this is actually pretty idiotic. And I don't think this would have happened in the 80s. Again, this is what I'm saying. It would have never happened in the 80s because Liberia was fearful because we had military back then. Today we don't. But the thing the government can do right now is one border stretch. I think they need to just shut it down. No commerce going back and forth. And pretty soon somebody will sit at a table because what Doumbouya did to the president, I think, tells us that we cannot trust him right now. And we just need to shut it down and let his citizens have to put some pressure on him that they have relatives on the other side and they cannot access relatives on the other side or they cannot do commerce. And I think something will happen from now. But Doumbouya, I mean, he's just a young man scared right now. He's afraid of Liberia. Again, he knows the power of Liberia. He's afraid of it, and that's some of the reason why he's doing this. And he knows he can flex his muscles with Liberia but the citizens of Liberia have shown that they're not afraid. You know, that's the sad thing. The citizens are not afraid. The government does not have anything to do anything. So that's where we're at. But I think the government needs to take a stand and shut down the border and send communicating like shut down the border. And all this Mano River thing is BS. We don't need no Mano River. It's BS. I'm calling it now. Anybody that said Mano River, whatever, is anything is useless. Show me anything they have done to keep the peace in that area. Nothing. It's been the citizens. So this is just another nonsense that we've continued to deal with. And we can't do this anymore. You know, they need to shut down the border. And we're asking, so those of us from LOFA, we're asking for that. And the citizens are feeling the same way. There's no reason why citizens should be leaving their land. Towns have vacated their entire towns. For what? These places have been there for years and decades, and then all of a sudden it just shut down. And you're afraid of another country to just come and evade? Can Liberians just go and evade Guinea? and go over there and say, "Oh, you move over." No, this is total BS, and I think the government should be ashamed of itself. And I saw some legislatures posting some nonsense on Facebook about how we need to um, go to this Mana River thing, this and that. No, you need to let these people know that you invited a president, two presidents came over. One country is not getting affected, the other country is getting affected. What is the issue with Liberia? He definitely has an issue with Liberia, and Liberians have to reject this. And we have to reject it in the streets. We have to reject it in other ways to let this government know that we're not going to tolerate that. You know, up to now, there's not enough people over in Lofa to be able to protect the people. If the people want to encourage more, they will. So they need to do something about it. That's my take on that. Thank you.
Yeah, before you get to the line, I just want to come back on what you said. You said if it was in the 80s, it wouldn't have happened. You're definitely right, because the 80 government were almost similar to this Guinea government. You know, it was a military government was put into the country from the
Exactly.
80s. Yeah, so, and a similar thing happened also in the 80s between Liberia and Sierra Leone, because Liberia President Samuel Kanyado was featured in one of the Sierra Leonean newspaper about abusing his wife, and immediately Kanyado sent troops at the border. For that, the troop was there for quite a while, for almost 6 months or plus.
Right.
You know,
Because
so you're
because
definitely right
that
for that.
people
And another one again, they say they should close their border. If they did close that border, it's going to be economic effect on the both countries.
yeah, so that's what
That
I said.
borderline, do a lot of businesses go through that borderline, so
Well,
that you
that's the
should think
point.
about all of that too.
No, Tunis. The reason why is temporary, right? When you do it, the citizens will have to now put pressure on the government, because that's the only way. You can fight militant, but if you shut down the border, Americans have to force them. Look at America. What's going on with the reason why today people are putting pressure on Trump? Because of the Hormuz Strait, right? They can't get stuff through there because Iran is basically stopping that. So guess what? The pressure is on this government to try to do. That's why he was asking the European to help him, and they said no. He was asking all those people that were useless in NATO. So it's the same thing. When you can fight, you have to use the citizens. And through commerce, when people cannot go to Guinea and the trucks from Guinea can come to Liberia, the trucks from Liberia can go to Guinea. Yes, people are going to get affected a little bit, but people are getting affected now. And if we do that, Guinea will have to deal with Mamadi will have to deal with his citizens, and he does not want to deal with that. The man is a scare cat. He's in power just as Sancho was, and they're going to do anything and everything because they're just impulsive. They're just acting. That's all they're doing. Sometimes you have to hold them in check. And the only way you can hold them in check is by their citizens, because that's truly who they're afraid of, is the citizens. He does not have, let's be honest, Guinea army, they have all those sophisticated equipment, but Guinea is a big country. Do you think Mamadi can defend the whole Guinea? He knows he can't. I mean, so let's be honest. But if you put pressure on him, he's going to have to do something. And the government has to look at that, telling them, look, had a meeting with the president. Obviously, that was not enough after we signed a communique. We're going to take an action. We can block our border. We're going to stop commerce from going across our border. And that's it. Let the Guineans stay on that side and the Liberians stay on their side. You can take the half, but stay on your side. Let's see what happens. So the Liberian government needs to do something, and if they don't do something, pretty soon the people are going to get affected. So thank you.
Okay, let's take comments quickly. Then before we go to the telephone line, let's take few comments. We have Moses Momolu. He says, "Good morning, guys. I'm watching from Lower Cedars, Iowa. Yes, Iowa Cedars Rapid, the USA. Thanks for the show." We have Grace Gindio says, "Excellent." We have Patrick Kadi says, "Good morning." We have Jiba Kamara says, "Good afternoon, my Freedom FM family, watching from Minneapolis, And it's so tight. Thanks, guys. We have Juju one where he says he's following. We have Roberta Richards watching from Kentucky. We have Karike Pase where she says close the borders. And then we have Gay Caesar Divine Grace Basson Jr. He says good morning, family. But let's stop here and take calls. Let's hear from you guys. Let's pick our first call this morning. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you join us from.
Yeah, am I loud as a Dabu?
You are live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the voice of Sabu Rashta. And so I joined this sweet conversation for 0.4 about Zimbabwe. So let me tell you what on my mind. What on my mind is been hurting me. Every time you can be me like I start worrying. Those are not to be frank as well. When I listen to Turiman soon, people are tuning in the US. The water people man. When you give me the water people, so that my heart can call. I don't know what they can really call my heart. Also, right now in Brazil, I said he would be in the top point degree.
No man.
But as a big friend, what
Yeah, so you do this.
Our man, the last time I can still get a country to fall. But I think the ball better than the man because I think the old man living in the water. Can you imagine your friend man come to your house, poking your ball, postline your ear, be all your children. And you say, right, you move on to that, you go to that same man house. So what you want to do, I mean, you go beg the man. So that one of the men, after last one I want to say, but then, they may not hear me. So you see, today, like, I can call Anya. I want to tell you that speak and call speak. You see what's happening now? Our president has already the speech. Everything, peace. Now our president begin to know that, peace is very cardinal. That's why you see, my love for Georgia will always increase. It will always increase because President Blair is the one who's been talking about peace. Even for the inception of the government, can you imagine you look at a property and you break it down, breaking people's home down, stealing the country money, just traveling. You see, the president will also want an aggressive opposition leader. You think president will be here, remove speaker illegally and allow you to do all the kind of things that you're doing. But because president will believe in peace. So let's cry for we are this money because he's the one who wanted the peace of the Republic of Liberia. Yes, peace is essential. We embrace peace. Because your friend mentioned in beating home, you scared on it, now you don't embrace it. And so thank you for the show, man.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Sabu.
Hello, welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you join us from. Oh, I didn't cut you off though. Hello. Oh. Well, this person left the line. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome.
Good morning, Esther.
Good morning, Impatient Gray. Welcome to the show.
Esther, you're born here.
Mm-hmm.
When I get any money, it was yes. They'll do that backup business. They'll be election commission telling all that. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, now we are about to announce the result for Lofa. 2 put in play 1 precinct. Doctor Public School, 550,000. Constitution 22%. Nah. The power in Lofa. And that's all. Look at it. The thing starting from the main. Lofa. Where the folk getting their more votes. That's what can you imagine? Most of the people that don't have Baka go more votes. But Baka no power. One country. Then they think what happened or what? Think what is slow. Lofa country is starting from Lofa. Nima country, again higher vote. Every time the poor went on it, they were shooting in the head. They were crying. They were shooting. We told the people that they women will not get nothing for them. But when opposition protesting, I tell you, see the house on chop. Why the house on chop? Why they get for who are they? In the point for the house on chop, you can reach and turn that put up. Why break it? Open it.
That's true.
But when the people protesting, they get people from woman, they can put a chop on the people.
People get the muscles for you.
Yeah. But yeah, they see security. They don't know Jaga for the 4 in the car. Where are the proof? That's what Jaga for the 4 in the car. Where are the proof? Well, yeah. President Chaka Jimani, because the military Chaka everything. They men so off. That you were coming to on the 3 motor, but 3 on the 3 to go care for a book. Why you put a Buddha to go to the Buddha? The Buddha go care for a book. Why they can go to the Buddha? To a year, in a so far, they said, okay, what so that you were there to protect so far. Where are they go? They were so that you are in the Russia. What they get was shooting for? What they get to send for this? Break your cool. So the together to copy, you can follow back. What is together that open, you can follow back. That's not to show the strength.
How about the military going for the houses broken down?
What is where I went, Mary? And you know, since when I started things, we are in the city, we give peace, no demolition exercise. We give peace. Anywhere they go to talk about the money for you will call to Moya for them. You already know that we win. That's the money. I did not now come and say that
No one's laughing.
check it who. What to Moya operator has. And let that what I try to go to so going to Moya for it. You know that we win.
Yeah.
Anybody show us.
You get headache. But let's go to the next person. Let's take you. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you join us from.
Yeah, my name is James Games Morgan. I'm calling from Bolova.
Okay.
I was saying happy Ramadan to all my Muslims, brother and sister.
Yay. Happy Ramadan.
I was person that called one my uncle King said, no new land, or can be no new land. So all the words people can take it to override. You already know that they want to get. People say now, they're terrible, unless from faith, they say, what can be new land. So that's the way you look at. People can not take it for joke after they put their fast. Let us go through that thing. Go good. If that is put in there, let us get it put in there. It is not for them. Then let us talk in. The Hammond has it. What to be Savior. Please, what can we do land? Our land is for us.
That land for us. We're not giving that land to nobody. Thank you for calling anyway.
That's true. God can make more land. So I don't know why you're negotiating.
All right, let's go to this person. What? I didn't cut you off, and you went off the line. But let's take this person. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine. Tell us your name. Where you join us
Thank
from?
you. This is Ben Jackson.
Go ahead.
You know, my sister, so that to the Europe and very tough so that I have again. We're not saying I have the one the hello?
I didn't hear what you said. Say that again.
I said, and I know where people be able to see with this kind of problem. Think about what kind of oil for the men who was so far. I go back and what I wanted. All they do, all one you going about peace.
And who running that propaganda?
My man, you can't even open your mouth. You can't even talk.
Matia, we can't even understand what you're saying, and we're not gonna let you stay on the line and keep routing because you're not even taking your time for us to understand what you're trying to say, and nobody here running any propaganda. Hello, welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah,
What is your name?
Ami.
Go ahead, Ami.
Yeah. Thank you for the topic on the discussion. Why God for talking is true. Very close the follow. Yeah. I wanted Tony help me. More pretty fast. I get nothing to hear. I think that Father help me. Gave me a for me.
Well, he's hearing you though. Let's go to another person. Welcome to the show.
I'm not going to help. I don't even have his information.
All right. So I'm sure you're still by your radio. Just call us after the show. Right after the show, the moment I stop taking calls, you can call and so we can get your information. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Mm-hmm.
This is Victor Jack calling from Benson Street.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know, the problem is start from Lofa. At the end of the day, these people, Tomo Fala, they how they call it, the Internal Affairs Minister, they know it is they send the taking. After they know that they were taking sent from over there, the person that was bidding that is $3 million that the person get a contract. The guy who used to take the send it, the guy, the guy carry the body in Kenya and say, oh, but the poor money go for them. How they put this up.
How you got that information?
But my sister, people there that are coming from there every day. So the president said no about that problem.
You know what? That's probably true. Yeah.
Other people yeah. But they will not come and lie to us and say, oh, the boat just can't cross the border. How the people cross the border? So they say, what to me stop for me, I 100% tell with him that the boat should be able to close all border. Let it be honest.
That you say,
because let it be honest. They what they say, they play the boy on. But what they carry on, a complete disadvantage they carry on. But because they don't do anything, so that they say, they will not do it. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. And let's take more calls, or let's take it from this end. Welcome to the show. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you join us from?
Oh, my God, Esther Dago, how you doing?
Hello, Ma Sisi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Let me say hi to Sunny and God. The diaspora. Sale Malepo. I feel Ramadan to my phone.
You can't even say it here, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, what go say? Eh?
They must speak in
You
crew.
just say the thing, right? You speaking crew.
Okay, Salam Malepo.
Go ahead.
You did your best, yeah. Don't mind, Gus.
When I speak to them, they get answer. I know the problem. Yeah, I know. Because you get it from on the other side. Then they put your rump your mouth and see water up. That's what I'm saying. So we're probably all getting from one now. Then my we'll get our intelligence and they're telling us now that they will not with it. So let the when they call then they say all the truth. You know what I'm saying? Then they call get it from and whosoever there. All the one get instead of it are going, all you see the focus. If they say that I'll go, they will get my road, you will come, and will come in. But it's not happening between them. They want all the two, and when they want all the two, they any people all they like them while I go up into and then one I want. The last thing, what they go, what they suffer they did, I got it. Look, the man is saying that in that water, they put there, and so they put that on there. What to go after the woman is put that they go and down. They say, well, this and that. Then it's like, forgot talking about water, and that. No, that's it. When you see it now, oh, they must start from who know what education is done. We get the information, what I'm coming. Yes, we have full protect this labor, protect that. Then you get other people for the first people that are coming and they take more benefit. Then they take about it. So, this is what for their own for their salary, and they want to bring the market, not correct, then they can't be on. The people they have work that is very poor. That's not about peace, and I talk about peace, what I see a friend. If the man, it's scary, man. Boy, is short, and you go there. And they say they go there, they pull the board, I don't know if they pull the board there. So, as they pull it, I want to go in there. That pull go say, they go, I come from Colombia, and they see why I want to. They go, I want to see it. But they put you in the country, not when they, I let them stop the light, tell them, why come on, I pull it, and start lying to her. Thank you, Pastor Esther.
Thank you for calling. Thank you very much, Ma Sisi. Let's take another person. Will this person be on the line for long? Let's have you. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Thank you. Let me say hi to God and Tony. Let me happy free Mubarak to him.
Welcome,
And
Edmund.
for us, we did
Thank you.
have a whole lot of Muslim friends. They are in one class. But they say, Jesus, Lord, you will take it in the guys say, mommy, I can't do that one. Jesus not love me, so you read for me. So we will answer that particular question for him. So we'll be around the Muslim community here. But I like what God said. As a country, the need for our government to take a stand. Okay, this thing that he gave last night, he didn't give hope to Liberia here in the country. There's so much belief in him. There are no hope. That's why you are calling for peace. You should be able to take some decisions that will bring them to the other country that where we are going to borrow with men there. But you just can't consider because if you read the Guinean owner release of the immediately after that meeting, they mention of the state diplomatic need to resolve the issue as the border point. But then they also went further by telling their senators that while they are going through the diplomatic need to resolve, apparently they are not going to allow inch of their country to be occupied by any other person. So the people were getting it. How come we cannot take a stand? Especially when you and your colleagues are finished having some meeting. Immediately he left you before even he arrived. The guy understood that border around the country, just like in the morning hour, the Munya were already deploying people. What a meaning of that? So immediately you arrive and you get a tip of that. The meeting that you guys went into, you didn't even say text now at RRA, the Munya started deploying. You should have sent our spoiler too. Let them go and stick there and put their checkpoint down and cross the border that my brother said. That was thing that to hear, not only from the local side, the main crossing point from the Nima County side, where truck going in, all sit down. Then people will come in to know that we are taking a stand. But we just take it with safety. So if Dumaya cross today, he right here, he fell coming to take all the executive mansion. But because of people will say he do so? No. So that's it by the personal land. It doesn't fuck up the Louvier. Because when you hear the people, they are concerned about their farm. Okay, they are leaving their villages, they are leaving their towns, they are saying how we'll be able to make our farm, how we'll be able to protect our crops. They will be hunger. You're not concerned about peace. Our time, if it's so peaceful, yeah. You're running beyond opposition. You're running beyond every move person we have made. You are there with AFL. We saw you deploy AFL RRA on one of the return the person we have to the country. So this is the time for us to deploy our soil. To show the Guinea that yeah, we are here. That's why you display all of the weapons.
Okay, Edmond.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you, man. That is all my mind. Let me take a stay.
Okay. Okay, Edmond. Thank you for calling. Let's have Joseph Colley on the line, calling from the United States. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you joining us from.
Yeah, how you doing, sis Esther, and to my man Winnell and Tony, God says stay on. And my people, Joseph Colley calling from New York. Look, the president's speech yesterday, what an empathy, what a sympathy for the Liberian people. Those who were even on ground. He didn't even say anything to them. The sacrifices they even made, put it in hands way in the thing that they created for their motherland. These people love the country than you who that took off and they paying you. Because it is their resources that paying you, Boka. You're doing work for them. You need to realize that you work for these people. They employ you. But I don't know, the people don't get it. But you go over there now, you say, oh, diplomacy, well, all the up and down you talk, nothing happened. You went there, the people send their people right back to there, to the same place. Nothing is working. But the diplomacy you're talking about, when our people were in, or Cape Bon era, there was no diplomacy. You send your people there, when they beat them up, kill people, no diplomacy. No way of dealing with our people. Nima County, you went there. Protestant, you can get in the street, you send the people to beat them. But they want now because you ain't able, then you can't want to talk about diplomacy. I mean, you ain't able to job, leave it and tell the Liberian people, look, this is exhausting. I thought it was easy, but it is not easy. But nothing you're doing every day is just chaos. You're in your own backyard, your own Lofians. They are there seeking refuge. Now, they are all running around to become refugees in their own place. They don't have no military, no security. They don't trust where they are now. So is there they had a call it the NGO you are bringing, that the one you bring into the Liberian people now? I'm all of fear. We don't condone the thing that happening. But this is the thing, when we were telling our people, they didn't understand. And that's not how government works, because the man from Lofa, when he become, then he go and build Lofa and do. What are that $10 million and thing you when you build that place with? You could have taken that money to buy enough weapons for our military, equip them, and those are some of the places that you should have moved those people in that place to become a base. But you didn't do it. You move in Morovia there, breaking people places down, and you say because of the military. You need to learn. But you were talking about, oh, they took a man job and gave it to a boy. But now the Liberian people took a man job and gave it to a baby. Pape Boakai. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, this is exhausting because no empathy for the Pape. You don't care for the Liberian people. God bless you all, man.
Okay, so Wendell have joined us. Okay. Well, let's keep taking calls. We have this person. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon, Esther. Good afternoon to Cos and Hashim in the States.
Is this my namesake?
That's him.
If our president cannot be diplomatic towards his own citizens, but is diplomatic towards foreigners or foreign or countries who is similarly having an act of aggression against the country, then it is hypocrisy. Just that very offended that if Nigerians don't be careful for this population is going to get sick, people will die, and questions will flare up as to why these people are dying. I'm seeing this against the backdrop that there are some unscrupulous Lebanese, Indians, Nigerians, and Fulani business people who are distributing consumable goods in Biden and other places that are selling expired drugs, expired or food items. I have in my place right now 3 punches of juice that I bought last week. They are all expired. To the extent that even one of the cans has popped up. Another time I bought juice, there were particles, dead particles in the juice. Nobody seems to care. Food poisoning is not about taking some toxic stuff and mixing it with food. It's about what you consume and how healthy it is that will render you either safe.
Can you ask him if you are taking this to the attention of the authority instead of just saying it here?
The government and those
Gus?
responsible
Gus,
need to act. Yes.
did you hear Tunis' question?
Yes, you can ask the question.
Tunis, what were you saying? Say to him.
I said if he said he bought expired goods from the store. I say, has he brought this to the attention of the authority instead of just saying it here?
Hashim, it is shameful that the people who are responsible are not doing the work. Simply put,
That's it.
because this is something that is permeating. You go for a town where you see those girls in auction, the Lebanese, the Liberians, the Indians, the Fulani distributors will keep the wares in their stores until they become expired. They erase the date from all those items and sell it to the girls at auction rate. Even in the supermarket, you find some of those things.
Of course.
So it's not about listening to the authorities.
Of course. I've came across it several times.
To bring the attention of the authorities.
Okay. Okay, guys, let's move on. I don't know what Wendell wants to say something. We still have like 15 more minutes to be here. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Esther. I've been following the show. Yeah, guys, what's up? Gus, Tunis, how you doing?
I mean, late.
Come, you scared of the camera? Come in the camera, man. We're not seeing you.
Man, got cool here.
Let me adjust the name for him.
Got cool here.
Man, got cool here. Man, we don't want to be fasting, not you. So I beg you. my Ramadan on you, Esther, Wendell, Umes and Sayo, KOK, my Ramadan on all of you. So
man,
no escape route.
You can count on me for that. Trust me.
Okay, no Esther, my Ramadan on you.
I got no excuse for your Ramadan, man. Trust me.
Okay,
I got your package.
How do we do it? Because we don't know how to do it. So, I can do something too. Yeah.
When you eating, just think about me. Say this when you put one spoon in your mouth, the second one say this one for Tunis.
Okay.
So is it not easy in Lofa? What happened in there? The border
right now, as I see on my phone here, there's I think the IG is there right now. I don't know for what reason why they're sending the IG there for.
He's having a meeting with the citizens there.
He haven't TikTok.
I mean, he's not only the citizen. I'm seeing him talking to the Guinean counterpart. I thought that the military should be there. Why the police? That's all I'm saying.
Are they still on our land?
You see men?
I think so, yes, because I'm seeing it live here.
You see Guinean soldiers? You see Guinean soldiers on my phone. You see other guys are well equipped.
Who's going live? I need to know who's doing our live.
Somebody was going live, but the live went off. I mean, see who was going live.
The live went off. I was watching that.
Somebody was going live just now. Yeah, Gus, come in.
No, I mean, again, we're saying that those are the things that, again, we have national security advisors. We got all these things. There's no plan. There's really no plan. But this is what happened when the president decides to spend $10 million on a monorail union project when your military is not even equipped. I mean, you can't even finish that $10 million you probably could have put on the road, the road to Lofa. If you really wanted to think about it, the Southeast, I mean, it's just priority, man. These people don't care. And this is what I've said many times about us Liberians. Everything we do, as long as it affects us, is all we care about. We don't care about the rest of the people until it affects us, Everywhere else, everywhere else, people do things because they know at some point it's going to affect them. You pass those laws to do that. But like I said, we have to take a drastic action, and the action should be shut down the border. We should make this an action as citizens, shut down our border. When we shut it down, the citizens from Guinea and the citizens from Liberia will have to put pressure on each government to have to open the border or somehow come to some kind of an agreement. And that's what we have to do. Shut down the border.
That's true. Really need to shut down that border. Seriously. Because it's not easy there. We're just praying for our people in Lofa County that when they go in the bed, they shouldn't just sleep sound.
I tell you,
Yeah.
Alert.
But we have a few comments. Let's just run through them quickly. Moses Momalu says, good morning, guys. I'm watching from Iowa, Cedars Rapid, the USA. Thanks for the show. Grace Gidio says, excellent. Patrick K, that's Patrick G. Kiedi says, good morning. Jiba Kamara says, good afternoon, my Freedom family. Watching live from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thanks, guys. Jude Wonwa says, I'm following. Roberta Riches is watching from Kentucky. Kadi K. Passaway says, close to the border. What are you going to do there? The woman here for the all kind of thing. Oh, yeah, she said, close the borders. All right, that's what she's saying. Close the borders. Gay Caesar Divine Grace Barson Jr. says, good morning, family. And we have Augustine Talley. He says, I'm watching you from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Jonathan K. Bola says, following from Columbus, Ohio, USA. Thanks, guys, for the exclusive show. Maxwell Kinneman says, I'm following from my hotel shop here in Barnesville Estate. Last bus stop, listening, close the border. All right. And Buhama Emmanuel Lima says, following from where? Yeah, he didn't state that. Patricia Gipley says, good morning, Freedom family. I'm following from NKT, that's Nuclear Town. And Lasana Thomas Sankara says, Sankara Collins is watching. I'm quite sure he's watching. Prince Towe, I'm following from the Baptist Seminary. Those are all the comments we have, Esther.
Okay, that's what it is. We'll squeeze in a few more calls. Keep your calls coming.
But Tunis, are we going to be together tonight?
Yes, he will.
Oh, sure, man. I'll be here with you tonight. And we will finish with the fast anyway. I'm not going to the mosque, nothing like that. I'll be here with you.
So you're breaking today, is that what you're telling us?
No, we're breaking tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right.
We like as usual, we go to the mosque. We're not going to the mosque tonight.
Oh, okay. So you're going to be home all night after work?
Home. I'm not even going to be home. I'm going to be out there doing my whole thing I used to do, bro. I'm coming home only to come join you. After that, I'm going to have fun. My wing got to go out there now. You know, one whole month I've been restricted, bro.
What kind of fun you can have this time? You.
Okay, go ahead, Esther. Take your calls.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to your fellow panelists. I'm just the common board chairman and QOP with
Go ahead.
Esther, as I was dying of normal, I hear you asking, I didn't see our lane. Esther, they put our lane. And in fact, they are not even showing any sign of betting. People, you know what they do? They are brought in their immigration detachment. They're building their immigration post. Meaning now, the lane that is there, I call that blue, that portion, it is not a Guinea now. If you are Liberian, you want to go there, you got to get immigration document. You see what they asking the full for that document, all that foreigner, on your own lane for you, they can't ask you for paper before you live there. But here's the thing, let me get there on this project, Esther. Their government is passing around talking, using peace as for one cliche. They are scapegoating with peace. Esther, the government are respect peace, they love peace. How come they have a lot of ways to, solve the crisis with the NCT at the party headquarters? Why they could not exploit a peaceful means of getting citizens out of their headquarters? Why did they ever want to demolish? When the phone president come in, when they get deployed, but now that we got a border incursion where the ESL are needed, the ESL is not being deployed. Every year, the government of Liberia will take $150 million from the poor Liberian cover. They say it for security purpose. What are they doing with all of those things? That when Liberians are being displaced, security are not there for them. When Liberians are sitting changes, sitting under the trees, security can be deployed for them. But for
Plenty things happening in the country, or the president just need to, fire some people. The friends of Yumali man at Internal Affairs, that man is a big problem. He's one of those beyond that tension that is growing in Lofa, that Internal Affairs minister. The president need to let that man go.
Well, let's take this person. Hello, welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you join us from.
Hello, this is Mohammed Bakari calling for district number 17.
Go ahead now.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, now I think that we don't have the first army now to go over there. That was very good with the strength of our army. That was the over looking the country. If the government come to be putting so many millions to buy equipment and working, they will come to get the working. People want to go over there. If you never come to try that put in there, well, that would be good with Mama like you. Opposition one, that Mama like you come together. The kids in Bachelor go talk for all. You got to go over. That's the other truth. Someone did it that way. You have to go there. They're not taking notes go back pregnant in the war. Now, what we have to do, they kind of barricaded that they're sitting now. Our own people now, they're sitting in their own there. If the government comes to be putting millions of dollars buying weapons for the country, nobody can go and look for it. Know that we are 2000 and two guys here. So that why who are looking us. If the bulletin now, the government has
That's
to
after
do that.
that
Let
caller,
them
you can
go
close
and
up
deal
because
together.
of time.
To call we need to have militia in the country. The militia can come together. They pay them, but they don't want to pay to that one again now. We think that now. No, I will plan with 9 years. So they let it crowd by all means and bring peace to the country here. Let it call the former president and let it come together. He not get idea. Let him step down. The minute they go in the country here, let him step down. The Mahu has been so. Let him step down.
Okay, thank you very much. We're not gonna take any other call. We got to go. Let's send control to our partners. Go ahead, your parting statement, so we can leave.
Gus?
Yeah, thank you again. I'm calling on the government and citizens to put the pressure on the government to shut down the border. We're calling for shut down the border. That's going to be our slogan. We're going to shut down the border. We have to shut down the border and allow our citizens to feel at peace. Okay, the government can simply do that by the 2,000 military we got. They don't need to just, hey, listen, stay on your side, we'll stay on our side. You want that side, keep your side. Do what you need to do. If we can get to a peace accord, let's get to it. But shut down the border, stop every commerce from going one way or the other, and let's see what happens. After a week or two, trust me, the citizens from Guinea will have to start putting pressure on Domoya. The citizens from Liberia will put pressure on Mr. Boakai, and the two will have to probably sit and talk. The international community will get involved and all of those things. Outside of we have the international community on our side. Let's be honest. If they really do the things that they need to do, people will have to come and sit at the table. And when they sit at the table, then we'll get to some resolution. But right now, one person who think they're the bulldog is continuing to basically do whatever heck they want to do, and we're allowing them to do that. So my call is shut down the border, and we'll have more people following. Thanks.
Even though we all are suggesting shutting down the border, but I think we have passed that point right now because the people have already into our country and they have set up a buffer zone. So it's not that the government.
No, we can keep that buffer zone. We can shut it down. Keep that side. Just leave it like that now. We can keep.
Yeah, but that's not the border anymore. They are across the border.
Wherever there's marked.
Yeah, let me just go through, please. You know, they are already into our country. They have set up a buffer zone. So we are not anymore closing the border. We are past that stage. We are now on the negotiating stage so that they can go back. When they move back into their country, then we can close the border. But they are into our country right now. And as I speak, the GI is there. My only takes us on this is I don't know the reason why the GI is there. I thought there should have been military personnel engaging another military personnel, but you send the police to go engage with military personnel. I don't see the logic in that. Anyway, and again, let me say happy Eid Mubarak in advance to my Muslim brothers and sisters. We're happy we went through this fast month. And tonight, follow us with our sister station program, which is Nighttime Spain. We'll be there to give you more detail of what's happening at the border and the Ramadan, the ending of Ramadan. Yeah, thank you again. Let me give the last word to Gus, and then we'll say, Esther, thank you so much. Gus, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like I say again, closing down the border, I don't care wherever they've come. They've obviously told us that's their border now. That's what they're saying. So for me, what I'm saying is close down the rest of it. They can keep that side. Then you go and sit and negotiate. But if you don't do anything, they're just going to keep doing whatever they can do because they feel like they got power over you. So the only power you have is that. You can't negotiate with somebody that think they're better than you. You can't negotiate with somebody that think they can beat you. The only thing you can do is use your strength and power, which is shutting down the border. That's our power in the sense that we will be fine. We will take care of ourselves, and I think the citizens of Mofa are completely in agreement with that, to shut down the border, and we go from there. Thank you.
Makes sense.
All right, so thank you, and we see you Monday.
Okay. So, folks, we got to go. We've been here since 11 o'clock. We will be here again on Monday, even though the Radio LRB team will be here for the nighttime spin. But I got to go. My name is Esther Daku. Solomon Hashim Tunes was here. Gus Coleman was also here. And will join us lately. Do have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye from my end. Okay.